plaintiff, Desiree Del Rio, dated the defendant for over 4 years, and they have a 3-year-old son. Desiree claims she broke up with the defendant after she discovered he was cheating, and then he would only visit his son when he wanted to have sex with Desiree. She's suing for the balance due on a loan. Defendant Donald Morgan says Desiree is lying, and she's the one who will only let him see his son if he agrees to have sex with her. Donald insists he never agreed to repay Desiree for a loan, and he's countersuing for harassment.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Okay, so I've been dating Donald for about 4 or 5 years. In November,
Beginning when?
In
What year?
October 2011.
All right.
We have a 3-year-old son together. And in November, I found out he was cheating.
November of what?
2015.
Okay.
He was talking to other girls. He was meeting up with them. He was saying, hello, beautiful, hello, sexy. So I was done with them. He was still seeing his son. The only time he would come see his son, though, is for us to have sex. It seemed like that's the only time he wanted to see his son.
Not true.
He could only get in the house when?
Oh, no. He was welcome anytime he wanted, but whenever he would see his son,
Sex
after we broke
welcome
up.
too?
Even though he cheated, I tried to not.
It wasn't for the kid.
I didn't have proof
You
that
didn't
he
try to
cheated.
break the pattern that you did not like? You sound like you didn't like the fact that he only came over to have sex with you as a way of seeing his son, as if to say you would prefer he'd just come over to see his son.
I would
voluntarily.
prefer, yeah.
So
just
you
be
didn't
a
know
good
how
father.
to work that?
Yeah, I would.
You would say every other time, we can have sex every other time, but
Yeah, I know.
at least your son would get a free visit
Yeah.
every other
That was
week.
the price to pay for him to be a good father.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
She should have pulled that I got a
I had
headache
to.
line.
Yeah, so wait, came over there, visit with his son. When
So-
things got ready, you have a headache.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead.
So then in January, I saw on his Twitter, he was, some girl was messaging him some kissy lips or whatever.
How'd you see that? You all had broken up.
I was just being nosy. Yeah, I was. Because he doesn't
you were broken up.
admit that because he was still sleeping with me.
Right, but you had broken
That's
up.
a lie.
If he was sleeping with somebody else, I would like to know, but I would never fight.
Right.
Because I'm not trying to get chlamydia.
Well, then
from
you
his- I
just
don't know
shouldn't
where
mess
she's
with
been.
him then.
Yeah.
All right, you knew he was manipulating you for sex. You agreed to that. You just said it. First thing out your
Yeah.
mouth. He manipulated me for sex. He would come and act like he wanted to see his son, and in fact, what he was coming over to do was have sex with me. So, and you knew you all had broken up, so you knew the risk you were taking.
Yeah, I did.
right.
And I
And
was
you
taking
talking about
that
he
risk.
could have given you chlamydia. You could have had protection.
Yeah.
So you made all the wrong choices, including, I suppose, this $5,000 loan. But let me hear from him with some background first.
All right, first of all, Your Honor, I'm not a deadbeat dad. I have 4 children altogether, including her.
He hasn't seen his son for the past 5
Quiet,
months.
ma'am.
I would never exclude any of my kids from being part of my family.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 28.
All right. And pay child support on all 4 children?
$49.
Well, yes, I do pay
All
child support
4?
for all of them. Yes, I do.
Okay, and regularly? I mean,
Yeah, regularly,
you're not in
monthly.
arrears?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you have as many children as you can afford. That's my opinion. And time that you can spend. Go ahead.
The reason why I haven't been seeing my son is because she's the one who told me that the only way I can see my son is if we had sex. I refuse that. It's been a couple of times that she's done it to me. I feel like I shouldn't have to have sex with her to go see my son.
You say that's not true, ma'am?
That's not true, no.
Okay.
When I found out about her, I stopped talking to you. I told her that because you were cheating on her with me. We showed her the video because you recorded it. Like
That was
She didn't care because she has no respect for herself.
that was
What do you mean she don't have any respect for herself?
I've been with him for 5 years.
You got a
No.
lot of nerve.
No, I've been with him
You
for
got
5
a
years.
lot of nerve.
No, he led
You
me
coming
on.
here letting this man walk in on you whenever for some sex and you don't even go with him. You sound crazy talking about she don't have any respect.
No.
You don't have any respect for yourself. You want to speak, young lady, since she's pointing you out? State your name.
Alexius Garcia.
What do you want to tell me?
Well, because she's saying that in November, last November 2015, me and him barely started going out December 13th of 2015. So that has really nothing to, you know.
All right, good enough. What are
No,
you
it
suing
was
for,
after.
ma'am?
Wrong
Ma'am,
date.
the loan. Let's tell me about that.
Okay, so he owes me. I got a loan out for $6,300 to pay for his. He wanted me to get a loan out to pay for his ticket so he could get his license back. He had about like 10 tickets, and throughout the 4 or 5 years, he hasn't paid the ticket, so he always had no license. And for our son's safety, I got the loan out for him, but the agreement was to pay me $150 a month. He only paid me 3 payments, so he paid me $450. And ever since I told her what he was doing with me, he hasn't seen his son.
When did you get the loan?
I got it in
You don't have a document
May.
there?
I do.
Okay.
Right over here.
All right. And this is June of 2015. And when did he pay the $150?
The first month, the second, and the third.
Why do you think he stopped paying then?
Because I guess told his girlfriend that he was sleeping with me, and he didn't. That since then he hasn't seen his son,
True.
and he hasn't anything. Both of them called me. He told me that he won't see his son until he's 18, and he wants to see him. So my son has to go out his way to.
Yeah, I can't help you with that.
When I found out about her, I stopped talking to you. I told her that because you were cheating on her with me. We showed her the video because you recorded it. Like
That was
Plaintiff Desiree Del Rio has a son with the defendant, and after they broke up, they continued having sex, despite the fact that the defendant has a girlfriend who is with him in court today.
Sir, what do you want to tell me about this loan?
this loan. I didn't ask her for the loan. She asked me to get the loan. Well, she told me she was going to pay. She offered.
No.
She offered because I wasn't able to drive to pick up my son, and I have other kids too. So she was like, her and her mom came up with an idea to pay for it for me, so that way I'll be able to pick up my son and my kids. I refused like the first 3 times she offered because I did not want to go through something like this. But me being me, I want to see my kids, so I agreed. I was like, oh, let's do it then.
You agreed to do what?
To get the loan. I told her that I wasn't gonna be able to pay her back. I'm not in a position to pay anyone back. I have 4 kids and, I'm working one job. She said, that's fine. I just need you to see your son. So I'm like, all right, fine, let's do this. And now we're here. Now I'm like confused. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
what makes you think I owe
did you know what was going on when you made the 3 different payments, or did you make them?
I didn't make any payments to her for that loan. I gave her money because I moved to Sacramento, and I was giving her money because
How much?
it was like $100 every now and then whenever I got paid.
Every now and then?
Yeah, it wasn't really.
Okay, it wasn't 3 months in a row?
I don't think it was 3 months in a row. I don't think I gave her 3 payments. I think it was only like 2.
All right,
And I don't
ma'am,
think
do you have any evidence that it was immediately after you taking out the loan that he paid you?
I don't know. Not in my bank statement, no.
You have no way of showing perhaps a deposit of $150 3 months in a row?
No, I don't have that, no.
I was giving her money to take care of my son when I moved to Sacramento.
Give me the months, the approximate months that you gave her this money to take care of your son, and then why did you stop?
I left I believe I moved to Sacramento in November-ish, sometime, 2015. I moved to Sacramento. I was giving her money for my son, and then she starts acting crazy.
The monies you were giving her started as of November 15?
Yes, November
All
15.
right. And
I don't exactly know the dates.
And that was for your son. November's fine.
Yeah.
And that was for your son.
Yes.
All right. And it was approximately $100 or so.
Yeah.
All right. And what was the next one? Approximately $100.
Yeah, it was about $100 each.
And it was only twice.
Yeah, it was only like twice.
All right. Why'd you
think
stop?
I gave her 3
Why'd
times.
you stop?
Because I plan on seeing my son more. I had to start moving. I moved back here.
Did you?
Yeah, I moved back here, and I was
You
trying
saw
to.
him more?
I was trying to. She didn't let me.
All right. So why didn't you keep paying even though you didn't see him?
Because we had to
He still
stop
need
talking.
the money. He still need whatever you were giving that $100 for in the past. He still needs it.
Yeah, I agree.
What's your counterclaim for, sir?
Harassment.
How did she harass you?
I've had 3 jobs that she's had me either quit or I had to get fired from her.
How?
The first job, she walked into the job acting crazy. That's embarrassing me already. I'm at work. Like, you don't need to come to my job embarrassing me. Another time, me and a couple coworkers go out to go eat.
You all stayed together after that?
After that, did we stay together? As far as like in a relationship?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we stayed in a relationship.
Give me the times that she came to your job when you all weren't together.
Well, she didn't come to the job when we weren't together.
That's all I want to know
When
about.
she did.
That's all I want to know about.
No, that was that one job.
No, you don't need to tell me anything other than what happened when you all weren't together. All that nonsense when you all were going together, I'm not concerned with. I'm concerned with what happened outside of your relationship. If she was coming to your job after you broke up or something of that nature, saying, where's my money? Then yes, that is harassment. The person shouldn't come to your job at all to collect the debt or to act a fool if you all aren't together. But if you're going home that night or the next night or the next week or the next month, it couldn't have been that bad. So the loan, I'm going to conclude that it was a loan. I do not believe that it was a coincidence that he was paying you he says only twice payments of $100 or so, when you say it was 3 times payments of $100 or so. And he said the reason he was giving it was for his son. He doesn't think his son needs it anymore. That's why I believe it was a loan. $5,000 for you. Your claim is dismissed. Have a good day.
Well, I think she's crazy, and she's just crazy. I don't know. This is ridiculous that we had to come to court and do all this. Like, there was really no point. She gave it to him just to give it to him. It wasn't a loan, so.
She's lying. She's obviously delusional and wants to be with me still, harassing all of us.
He's a wannabe rapper. He doesn't take care of his kids. I don't know what she thinks that he's gonna do with her later. He's not gonna take her, she's 18 years old. He's gonna use her like he already is. She's gonna be in my position where he owes you money.